Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. Good morning. I'm in Rockport, Texas. We just went through 2 days of pretty heavy rain, which is great because before that we went through about 4 months of pretty heavy drought conditions. So the rain was a true blessing. We're kind of looking at Key Allegro right on the other side of the channel there. If you see the house with all the trees on the left, that once belonged to George Strait, the country western singer. Amarillo by morning. My favorite George Strait song is Give It Away. Just give it away. I also like, they call me the fireman. They call me the fireman. Well, that's my name. It's kind of a little tongue-in-cheek song. Well, it's a little tongue-in-something song. I'm telling you guys, 70 degrees right now. The birds are going absolutely crazy. I have my windows up and the air conditioning on because, as you know, my camera will overheat when I put it in the windshield and the sun hits it, unless I have the air conditioning on it. So I'd much rather hear the birds and, excuse me, Kevin, the wind and the waves. It has been a good day. I have not spotted any dolphins yet, but I was just doing my stuff. I got up and saw the sunrise, which was nice. Some big puddles around of fresh water for the birds to bathe in and get clean. I'm going to hurry up just a little bit so I can get around this gentleman and give the truck a big leeway. What's his shirt say? Champions. That might have been a Houston Astros shirt. I know Barry likes the Houston Astros. Kind of puddles all over the place here at Rockport Beach. Puddles. My friend Stoneheart, really a great channel. Check her out if you get a chance. Link in description. She has a dog, Sushi, and she is from the Philippines and lives in Jordan and does videos mostly dog related to Sushi, but she's taken little car trips around Jordan and done things with the Rubik's Cubes and similar cubes. She's really good at that. So check her channel out. But she let me know that in the language Tagalog, Reina means queen. And Reina is the name of my friend Stephen Sharon's dog. So we'll have to find out from Sharon if that's why she named Reina. We're looking straight ahead now, and that little bump in the bottom left-hand corner is my oversized windshield wiper. I gotta show you this truck. Nothing behind me. Stuff coming at me. I'm gonna make a sharp turn. Oh, I'm gonna be in someone's way trying to show you this truck. You think you got a lift kit on that one? You think you got a lift kit on that? I couldn't even get up in that thing. I have no lift on my F-150 and I have trouble getting in and out of it. People are putting their boat in the water, so let me get out of the way in case they that's a good looking truck though. I like it. Man, normal person could limbo under that thing. Do you ever notice whenever you need to go and you're waiting for someone to pass, they go slower? But until they know you're going to let them go, they speed up so you don't go. I gotta stop waiting for people. I gotta just start cutting people off. No more Mr. Nice Guy. 2025 is the year I just say the hell with it. They're going out in a boat. I don't, there's a pretty good breeze blowing. It's not like an annoying wind, but hey, do you have room for, I think there's about 11,208 of us right now. There's some navigation guys. They're putting in a new fish cleaning stand. I believe just the table portion was getting a little, just needed a little love, and they've been working on that. Give them a wave, let them know we're supervising. I can't believe how nice it is out. Yeah, we got a real heavy rain 2 nights ago. Real heavy. About 1.5 inches. And then it was just kind of overcast during the day. But then we got about 12 hours of real heavy rain, and man, we needed it. I haven't watched any news reports to see what other people got, but we definitely needed it. And I did a little drive in yesterday's video just to see if there were any sections that were you know, flooded in old Rockport, kind of South Rockport, and it wasn't bad. There was a big puddle on Water Street, but very fortunate. No flooding in the downtown area, and just big puddles, and we can have big puddles. Birds need clean water too, so we're all good. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but from the entrance booth straight back to the channel where we watch the dolphins, that's a mile. And then you throw in the circle, and man, you got a really nice walking trail along here. So it is 10:38. I probably got up around 7 this morning, and I have my timer set to get out of the truck and walk around a little bit every half hour. And I got a schedule I'm putting myself through today, and that schedule is 0 medical related conversations or visits or scheduling. I'm a little sick of it. There's some seagulls, laughing gulls, if you will. Take a cruise by the harbor, get a look at the boats, make sure all the boats are safe. Would Luciano be over here today? I don't think so. I think they were actually calling for rain possibility a little later. We're not going to get them, but there's a couple motorcycle guys right to my left. Got a motorcycle and a trike. There's Aransas Bay. There's Luciano's usually at that table if it's taking the one next to it. It's a beautiful day. Got a message from my friend Edie this morning, and when they have the nautical market here, guys, they have it right in this area. It's coming up. Check your calendars, and I'll try to get the date. I had the date before, and I just don't remember it. She's going to have a little table here selling her crafts that she makes, the hand-painted shells and other things. She's really talented. So if you get a chance, stop by and support Edie. She's been a good friend to me, and I appreciate her. There's boats in the harbor. That's a big one. I don't remember seeing that before. You got a guest room on there? You got an extra guest room and a toilet I can borrow? Hey, I'm talking to you. Don't worry, I brought my own toilet paper. Seriously, what's wrong with me? Goat road said a lot. That guy's letting me go. That was nice of him. Let's go up here. Someone had asked me if I knew if the campsites at Goose Island were flooded. Well, I said that's a good excuse to go to Goose Island, but I would seriously call. Like if you were going there tonight, I would seriously call. I have not seen any mosquitoes out yet, but usually when we go through a drought and then get the rain, the mosquitoes are coming. So if I was in Goose Island, I might want to go to the bay area and not the wooded area, but that's just me. You know, I told my girlfriend she drew her eyebrows too high. She seemed surprised. She seemed surprised. I can't imagine telling a woman she drew her eyebrows too high, because I'm pretty sure that's them's fighting words, you know. But I will tell you, there are friends of mine, women, that when I'm talking to them, I'm just staring at their drawn on eyebrows and noticing they're like an inch higher than. And you know me, I'm such a good looking guy with my life together, in shape, full head of hair, perfectly groomed every day. I can get away with criticizing people. So I'm happy anyone talks to me. There's a Circle K. Circle K right next to, what hotel is that this week? Holiday Inn Express. Poor Man's Country Club. I've had a good time every time I've gone into Poor Man's Country Club, and I probably haven't gone in there now in 5 years, 6 years. Yeah, fudge, ice cream, candy, Oyo. I always like to go, man. I'm gonna stick with the water, guys. I like the water views, but some of you guys that live here like to go to the main streets, the main drag, to see what's new, and there's always something new. There's always a restaurant opening or closing. I showed you that that Bell's is coming, where the courthouse used to be, where Ace Hardware used to be, where what was the name of that grocery store that was here around 2001? Was it Doug's? When I lived in Fulton, I used to walk over there, and I had a $5 a day budget. And I'd be like, oh, I'm going to get one sweet potato. You know, like, I made sure I never spent more than $5 when I went in there. What was that? I was seeing if that was... I think it's too soon, but I think we'll take a quick detour through Rockport Cemetery. We'll just do a loop. And I want to see what two days of rain. I'm thinking it needed 2 days of rain, and then it might need a day or two of sunshine to really open up. The one cool thing about the wildflowers is they face the sun, so as the sun moves throughout the day, the flowers kind of turn with it, like a big satellite dish. There's some debris. My sister's name's Debris. That would have been a horrible nickname. You can see all the, well, I can see all the yellow rickettsia on the outside of the cemetery fence there. Here's how my thought trend works. Fence, Rusty 78609, Calvin, and I watched Calvin's video this morning. Thank you. You're good right there. That was so nice of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, you can only fit one card at a time. Thank you very much. Well, we didn't have a big growth spurt, but They're there. They're there. Let me turn that a little bit for you. We're just going to take one loop through here. Mostly the black-eyed Susans. But I do see bluebonnets in there. Bluebonnets are going to spring up in the next few days. Bluebonnets, I see Indian blankets. And whenever I do a video from here, I look up the names of the little purple ones and the light purple ones, the light blue ones, and then I sound like I know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. I read it, say it in the video, and then my mind doesn't retain it. You can't fit 18 ounces of milk in a 16-ounce glass. So yeah, if you have to be buried someplace for a very long time, this is a beautiful place to do it. Even though I'm showing you my windshield wiper. Let me try that. There you go. How's that? A little bit better? There's always some people walking around the cemetery here, and I'm not sure if they're people out for exercise or just really recent zombies. You know what I mean? Like the zombies, let's go the other way now that we're in this lane. Let's go this way. Like, what if someone had just passed and then they came back as a zombie? They wouldn't be that deteriorated, right? So I think that's the case here. It is beautiful here. Rockport Cemetery. Fulton's got a cool cemetery. A lot smaller, but just really interesting. And yeah, it's like you start reading these grave markers, and it's like a history lesson, you know. And there are some people buried here that were significant to the area. I've spent way too much time in this cemetery. My plans are to be cremated, and then certain people are going to smoke me. They're going to add me to an existing substance and smoke me. And I think that comes from the Willie Nelson song, Roll Me Up and Smoke Me When I Die. You gotta go. And I told him small amounts because I'll probably be treated with chemicals and such. You know, my wife told me I had to stop acting like a flamingo, so I had to put my foot down. Oh, that was painful. Oh. I once got into an argument with a double amputee. Yeah, he should have known better. He didn't have a leg to stand on. My old boss, when I worked at Iron Sport Gym in Glen Olden, Pennsylvania, the owner is Steve Pulcinella. And Steve did very well in strongman contests and Highland Games contests. I got to see him in a few of those. And really, he's a character, but he's not like a crazy person, but he's got like a really good sense of humor. And I have done some of the most laughing in my lifetime was Steve and I at work making fun of something like two 12-year-old boys, just finding something stupid and laughing about it. We went on a road trip to watch a friend of ours named Walt compete up in the Boston area. And sorry guys. There you go. How's that? Is that better? Better or worse? Bueller? I think the camera will do better now because I just turned the heat off and put the air conditioning on. But he lost his right leg below the knee, and he wasn't long at all before he had an artificial leg and was back in the gym. And you know, he's not squatting anymore, needless to say. Here's some road puppies. But that guy is Steve's younger than me, but he's no kid either. He is jacked up. And I had a lot of fun working at the gym with Steve. And it was mostly because of Steve. There were a lot of nice people that came into that gym. I am completely fascinated by women that work out, and I'm not talking about ogling women. I'm talking about having a lot of respect, and just the ones that came in and worked out. There was this one FBI agent that was mostly, she was from DC, but she was up in our area in Philadelphia for 6 months. She would come in you know, like a woman's FBI type business suit with a gun on her hip, and it was like the sexiest thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't know what it was, but she was a lesbian, or at least that's what she told me. It's amazing how many women I'm interested in that are lesbians. Anyway, yeah, she was awesome, and like she was pushing weight around, and she wasn't like butch or anything, but she was definitely the male in the relationship. But yeah, she was awesome. And then you'd get the what's a nice word for stripper? Exotic dancer. This one would come in. She was really pretty. And we had a lot of strippers that would come in there because we were a 24-hour gym. And by the way, send the kids away from the video for a while. So it wasn't like I was watching all the women. They would come in and do the I'm a stripper workout, you know. But this one girl, I'll tell you her fake name, Mary. She worked out. She was impressive. Like, she would ask questions, and she didn't care about doing, you know, the fake workouts. She wanted to know, like, why was that guy squatting like that, and like, would a deadlift help her? And I would always steer people towards Steve, because Steve knew what he was doing. I had a good idea what I was doing, but this was like, Steve did this forever for a living. So people on bikes, we're going to go a little bit fast just to get around them. There you go. So I really enjoyed working at the gym. It had good points and bad points. Ooh, puppy dogs at 1 o'clock. Just one? That's okay. 2 people, 1 dog. Let's up that ratio. Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. That was beautiful. And they waved hello. I don't know if they were waving hello or thank you because I went wide. Why aren't koalas actual bears? Hey guys, why aren't koalas actual bears? Because they don't meet the qualifications. So here's the oyster thingy doers. No one behind me? No one behind me. Let me read the sign here. Key Allegro Oyster Company, right there. Now that plane just drove by. real low. Drove by? No, probably flew by. From our right to our left. And I'm pointing mostly at the road, so you guys didn't see it. Ooh, water on the road. Water on the road. There you go. Speed limit 25, we're going 20. I feel like if I was going 25 through here, I'd be shaking parts off. And I'll tell you guys, even with my air cranked up and the sun behind us, my camera's getting dark, which means if it shuts off, we're just ending it. Hello, lady. Hello, pretty lady. Anybody want to pee? Okay. A dog. Oh, look at the puppy. He's an older dog, but he's a puppy. Oh, look at him. That's just a puppy. Very cool. Sir, I need you to go get a dog, please. You're slacking. Oh, don't wave to me. No dog, no wave. When I wave, you need to wave back. That's kind of the rule. If not, I will talk crap about you on YouTube. So what if the sun's in your eyes and you can't see me waving? It has nothing to do with that. So I think I started talking about Calvin, RV living with the geezer. Link in description. I watched his video this morning. He and his rescue dog Luna were walking in the park, and Luna was protecting Calvin from squirrels. And they found a dog park for a future video. And yeah, Calvin just keeps you up to date. He's up around Boyd, Texas. And he'll eventually be making his way out to West Texas. And it's one of my favorite channels. It's just like a day in the life. Like yesterday, he made some food in a video and was telling you about the opening of Major League Baseball started yesterday, which I know the Astros won their game and the Phillies won their game, I think, in the 10th inning. Okay, let's check these puddles, guys. I think we can get through here safely. It looks to be about a 1/4 inch of water. It's not moving. There's no cross current. We're going to be okay. We don't need to turn around or drown. What do we got here, guys? That means there was water on the road when you see all that gravel and stuff washing up. So probably sometime in the last few days, the water came up over the road. There's flags. United States of America and Texas. I like it. I enjoy seeing the American flag. Got a lot of viewers in Canada, a lot of friends in Canada. Hello, my Canadian friends. We have a few down in Mexico and Chile, Germany, Jordan. I'm trying to think where else everyone is. England. My friend Shadow Bailey in England. We got a few people in Ireland. We're look at the puppy sticking his head out. He looked like a cross between like a pit bull, but he was like a an Irish setter color. That's pretty unique. That's pretty unique. Windswept live oaks. So Donnie and Catherine Barton and their dog Eden are coming to the HEB, I don't know, I'll call it a camp that's straight ahead about a mile. And it is HEB lets their employees vacation, or give them use of the cabins on their own property, and I think it's free, and you have to put down like a $25 deposit or something like that, and they encourage you to clean up after yourselves. But that's a pretty good deal. HEB does so many awesome things. If you don't know, HEB is a grocery store chain, and we're fortunate to have one here in Rockport. I use them. I get curbside delivery several times a week, and there's no minimum order. You have to plan ahead a little bit. Like they'll show you the available pickup times, but here's a little secret. When they said, like when you schedule like a 3 p.m. pickup, right around 1:30, they will send you a text saying, good news, all your items are available. That means your order's ready. You don't have to wait till 3 o'clock to go get your items. You can, excuse me, there we go. Now we got lots of room for this guy. Hey, Wave, thank you. You're welcome, sir. Thanks for not running me over, buddy. No problem. When I get that text, I go to curbside, sometimes 2 hours early, and just, you hit in the spot that you put into, and you get like an answer. It says, we're so glad you're here. We'll be out in a few minutes. And I don't think I've ever waited more than 4 or 5 minutes for them to bring my order out. But like with no minimum, if you just need a couple things, like I don't think you could park, go inside, get them yourself, and be back to the vehicle any quicker than what they are doing. Oh, a serious question for you guys. What has more lives than a cat? A frog. Because it croaks every night. Because it croaks every night. So this is turning into a longer video. You guys, you're welcome to watch. You're welcome to go, that's enough. I had talked about this in another video during the week. I'm just going to try it out. Some days I'm all hyped up on coffee. I've had 3 sips out of a Monster. I probably slept about 13 hours last night because I hardly slept the night before, and I'm old, and I'm on a lot of drugs. So on a day when I feel good and I have a destination, look at that, man. I wonder why they're building that up so much there. That's interesting. I wonder what's going to be there. That's between Contiki and Bayfront condominiums. There's an example of the HEB cabins. And I don't know how many are in there, 10 or 12 maybe, because it's private property. And I've gone to the front parking lot, but then it says, no trespassing beyond this point, so I don't want to go to HEB jail. What are you in for? I'm in HEB jail. Oh man, yeah, I can only shop at Walmart now. Ugh. That's okay. I love rotten produce. So anyway, we're back to 35, and there's cars coming in. Someone's making a right. Car. We're going to go after this truck. Look to our right. Make sure no one's walking in front of us. And here we go. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get rain or not later today, but I thought I'd run over here while the getting was good. And it says, at least when I checked an hour ago, if we do get rain, it's going to be sunny at 6 o'clock, which doesn't do me much good. But my plan today is to rest and read. And tell you what, this is a great excuse to run the air conditioning in my truck. We're going over the LBJ Causeway. Aransas Bay on our right. Anyone? What bay is on our left? Anyone? Anyone? Who said Copano? 10 points to Gryffindor. 10 points to Gryffindor. Yeah, it's looks a little overcast to our left, but the storm should be coming behind us. It's like the cloud on the satellite looks like a horseshoe. Like a horseshoe coming at us. And 2 days ago it looked like a horseshoe with the U on the right coming at us, and now it's kind of a reversed horseshoe. I also started watching the movies, Twisters. Kind of like the newest version of the Twister movie. And I watched about a half hour so far. It's okay. Doesn't have me yet. That first movie, Twister, is just so good that sometimes they don't need to make... this isn't really a remake. It's more of like the same thing 30 years later, but the first one was such a classic that it's hard to beat. So I think we'll go over here and let me see, kids. We'll go straight to Goose Island and just check if any of the sites are flooded. And then that should be about a 4-day video, and we'll see what's going on. This is kind of like a live stream, but I don't need reception. And I don't need to worry about live chat, which my camera's so dark right now I wouldn't be able to read anyway. Let's see if there's a state trooper parked over here. Speed limit 50, we're going 45. Woohoo! We're good. We're good. We're gonna make a right-hand turn right here at this Exxon 7-Eleven. Goose Island's good because you got this gas station with a pretty good convenience store right here. So maybe 5 minutes from Goose Island. And they have, like, you know, the breakfast tacos and that kind of thing. Straight ahead up here is Pops, which is a bar. I don't think they serve liquor at Pops. I think they have beer and food. And Pops is good for a good burger and a beer. So I like Pops. When I'm done filming, I might go check and see if the alligators are out and about, and if they are, I will get some footage of them. I would imagine after that rain it cooled the water, so if the sun is out at all, they will be sitting out in the sunshine. So when you come to Goose Island, if you haven't seen my videos before, when you get to just about this area, there's an old hotel on the right here that I believe is closed. Just slow down a little bit because there's kamikaze deer here. Okay, there's usually deer in this triangle right to our right here, and there's none right now. And that's usually earlier in the morning or later in the evening. There's a gentleman that puts out food and water for them. Once you get down here, there's not much room on both sides of the road, and I don't know why they do it. What's that purple prickly stuff, guys? Is that Scott's thistle? I know in Goose Island they make an effort to dig them up because I guess they're an invasive plant. As far as weeds go, they're good looking. But it always seems when I come through here, like I said, especially earlier in the day and later in the day when the deer are on the move, they love to just walk out in front of you. So I kind of got my eyes peeled and I'm kind of riding the brake, and there's a truck behind me and I don't care. He's not really tailgating me, he slowed down, so maybe he or she does the same thing I do. This is still Rockport zip code over here, which is 78382. Lamar's got a really cool history, including a landing by Union forces that burned every building except for the Stella Maris Chapel, which they moved over by the Leer Cemetery now. still technically Rockport because right up here there's a tree in the middle of the road. And we all know when you see a tree in the middle of the road, you are in Rockport, Texas. We're going to stop. We're going to make a right. This will take us directly down to Goose Island. When you go by here, take a look on the left because that's usually where the deer are. Right in this driveway, they must put out food for them because they love to conjugate there. And then I look to the left here. I don't see any deer down there. And it's pretty amazing. Some trips over here, I'll literally see 50 deer. Some trips I won't see any. It's just the way it goes. I went online. There's a Texas State Parks app, and I have a Texas State Park pass, and I booked a day pass, and that usually gives them time to print it out and let them know you're coming. Before I got sick a year or so ago, I came here a lot because I shower here at Goose Island, and like they knew me. They didn't have to ask my name. And now there's new rangers, and I don't come here as often as I did before. All right, move along. Nothing to see here, kid. Hello. So what did the boy magnet say to the girl magnet?
I don't know.
I find you attractive.
Oh.
All right, a day pass for Dennis Kelley.
Dennis Kelley? You
Yes,
already
ma'am.
got it in the system?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
She was not impressed with my humor. Goat, what do you think? She probably thought I was hitting on her. Got the flags going. What's the third flag up there? They got an American flag, a Texas flag, and then a flag. It must be heavier material because it's not really blowing. This is a new ranger. I don't recognize her. I don't recondicize her.
All right, Mr. Kelley, you're all set, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
You have a good day.
You too.
Alright, so if we're looking for flooded sites, let's just take a quick drive through the wooded area. If you've never been to Goose Island, it's really cool. They have a bay area where you can camp right on a bay, and your site comes with a shelter, water, and electricity. And it's just a three-sided shelter, kind of, to give you a little sunshade. You can park your trailer, RV, even put up a tent. I hear lots of birds. You know what? I'm going to turn the air back on, guys. Sorry. I don't know how I'm going to make videos once it gets hot. We'll be doing all clips. That's what I had to do in the summer before was... Alright, so I'm looking at a few sites that there's not even a drop of water on them. Actually, look at the road, guys. It looks pretty dry here. It's not packed, so if you came here right now and your site did have a puddle, they would just put you in and, you know, tell you to go drive around, take a look. Now, there's people tent camping. I don't even see any puddles in the primitive camping area. So I think we're good on that, guys. We'll go down one of the roads with the trailers. This road on the left here is just a little primitive camping loop. I could come over here every day. I see something new every day over here. I'm looking left and right at sites, guys, and they're dry. I've seen little wet spots on the blacktop, but there's no big puddles anywhere. So that's really good. That ranger I was talking to, she had so many tattoos on her left leg that it looked like she had like one sock on and one sock off, and I kept just glancing down like, oh, it's tattoos. And then I would look again and look again. I'm like, I'm probably making this young lady very uncomfortable. So this is Warbler Way. Youth group area to my left is not flooded. I don't know if the microphone's picking it up, but the birds are going crazy. Yeah. This is a tough job. This is how I want to spend my days. I don't want to spend my days, I don't see any puddles in any of the spots. Our ground, nope, not one puddle on this road, guys. We're good. If you're thinking about coming to Goose Island, it's supposed to be a beautiful weekend. I would pick up some extra bug spray. Get yourself a fly swatter. Go to the dollar store and get a fly swatter, and that would be it. Let's make a left. I've done videos where I have literally shown you every camping spot, and we've counted them off in case you wanted to know what Site 46 looked like. You know, you could go look at it. No deer. No deer. Gosh, that reminds me of Maine. Everyone up there, especially when I was young, no deer, yes dear, no deer, yes dear. Like, does anyone here speak English? We just drove by the site that my friend Travis had. Check out Travis's channel. Travis just changed the name of his Airstream. Travis just named his channel, renamed it Travisphere. Witty, huh? But Travis makes really good videos and does a lot of history, and he's really good at identifying birds. And I got to meet Travis, I don't know, 4 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago. We got to spend some time together. Really good young man, and hope to get to see him again. So now we're back right by the ranger office to our left, and if we go down here, we will be going to the wooded area. We go through this little canopy, which is pretty cool. There's 2 dump stations here. One was on the left. We just went past the other one back there. And I had someone was down here and they were complaining about they had to go pay to dump, and I'm like, go get if you don't have a Texas State Park pass, pay the $5, come here for the day, fill up on water, dump your tanks, go take a shower, use the park, go fishing. If you're in a Texas State Park, you do not need a license to fish. And a lot of people take advantage of that when you're traveling. You don't want to buy a fishing license for 1 day or 2 days. And there's a boat ramp right to the left there you can use if you have a boat. There's no additional charge for the boat ramp, but you got to pay to get in the park. There's a free boat ramp over in Lamar. It goes left and right here. We'll go right today. If we go left like we did last time, there's a big old pier. There's the I don't know what to call them, cabanas, shelters. So they're basically 2-sided, I guess. Well, 3-sided on some of them. Yeah, 3-sided. And they're available this weekend. They're available tonight. So we're kind of looking at Aransas Bay to the left. And then down here at the end, we'll get a good shot of the causeway that we came across. And I am about all talked out. Someone said I have the gift of gab. Yeah, when I'm in a truck by myself, I can talk to myself. But when I'm not making videos, I could go days without saying a word. And I'm pretty happy about that. I wonder what kind of palm tree that is. That's interesting. Guys, we're at Goose Island State Park. It's beautiful. The sites are not flooded. Come down, fish, stay, enjoy. Thanks for riding along today. Thanks for watching.